wondering, though, if it's going to matter. I mean, well, okay, so we've seen them actually trade positions pretty heavily here. Oh, my God. This is not good.
This is a tale of revenge, Tasteless. No one's going to be mining at the end of this.
Yeah, I think actually that's the only mining base we see, and that's about to be mined out. The one on camera right here, that's all Protoss has for now. And not only will that be mined out soon, it might just be destroyed. Note he's actually targeting down the Nexus right there. Protoss has only about 500 minerals, by the way.
Oh, man, that's really low. So he's basically got what he's working with here. We do have floating command centers. We do have a command center over on the right-hand side. I thought I saw a Tempest, or not a Tempest, but a Liberator over there for defense. So, I mean, we still have economy for Jakji, and he's almost got his +3 ship weapons. Ooh, you don't want to lose those right now. That hurts. A lot of Vikings on the way. But, of course, you know, Stalkers, Archons, Psystorm, all very good against Vikings. So not sure that the Vikings are going to be what wins him this. We'll see. Oh, God, here it comes.
Oh, man. Okay, he needs to get over here and defend this very quickly.
It's coming to a head.
I wish we had the preview PC. I'm not sure how many minerals are in the upper left base either, by the way.
Oh, look at this. Look at these ghosts, man. All right, well, a lot of Psystorms coming down all over everything here. Oh, my God, so much damage. These Vikings were nothing. Oh, the Psystorm shredding everything. Yeah, I think he just won the game off those Psystorms.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, the amount of damage he did there.
That was insane.
Protoss can shove in now.
Yeah. This space is gone. Well, luckily, Jakji does have another one. He floated the command center from the top left over to where his old 4th base was. So he will be mining from there for now, but he lost way too many valuable units. Like, he made so many Vikings, and then they just all got stormed to death.
This is a great play, too. He's going to try to take the gold base up here. This way he can poke into Terran and probably still defend this location.
You know what? That is a great point, Tasteless. Yeah. That is a very smart base he's taken.
It's actually a much bigger hassle to try to run all the way down to the bottom right. I mean, this base has more value. He's got Tempest, so he doesn't have to worry about any problems with the high ground here. I mean, this is absolutely great.
Really smart. We've seen Protoss is actually rotating more and more strategically towards taking bases like this, where it's like, okay, if this is the area I'm attacking in, my army is not mobile enough right now. Okay, so I need to expand kind of closer to this rather than what would historically in Heart of the Swarm be the better base to take.
Yeah, and it's also it's a good follow-up once Terran actually does go for Ghosts. We don't always see Terran do that, but the fact that Ghosts are in the game, which means you can't just use cannons and High Templars to defend. And this is actually pretty huge as well.
Yeah.
Just to put this into perspective, we've seen the maps cut in half, guys, for some time, but there's been so much harassment. It's actually 33 SCVs to 37 probes. Figure that out.
That's crazy, yeah.
That's how much damage these guys have been doing to each other. And even though we've seen them max out multiple times, right now there's only a handful of locations that they're actually effectively mining from here.
Really good move there, by the way. Looks like the Liberator going to be able to clean up a little bit of mining that is left over. But we do still have that nuke. I want to see that nuke go off.
I don't know if we're going to see it, man.
I want to see it.
I know. Well, you get what you want.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just not sure because, like, I think it had more of a role there when they were maxed out. I mean, where would he even nuke? The army or the gold base? Yeah, but I mean, then he like moves the probes and then the nuke comes down.
Yeah, that is the problem because there's so few places you'd actually look. If he had like 3 bases, that would be a lot harder to find the nuke. But you're right.
The nuke is like sort of always been the anticlimax in a lot of ways for what actually normally happens with it. And, even if a nuke connects, it's so rare.
That every now and then though.
Every now and
makes
then,
everything worth it.
We got Terran mining here. Albeit not a gold base, but he's at least getting something. That location, by the way, going to mine out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Protoss is expanding also to the bottom right. Not the easiest location to defend. I think actually Protoss's game plan is to push into the main, possibly, and try to take out the production facilities. But he's being very careful here, and I think for good reason. Oh, this is so smart. Like, he could just walk out of the range of this.
Oh, well, gets one of them, I guess.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that is so annoying. Oh, my God. His economy is actually being shattered by that adept.
Yeah.
His economy is not very large right now, guys. Gold Base has been mining really efficiently for quite some time. He is taking another Nexus in that bottom right area.
You can see Protoss is really reaping the benefits from that. They were pretty even in supplies, but slowly, and Protoss is actually managing to get more and more ahead. Maybe we'll see that nuke used here where he tries to get the army out of position. Maybe he'll stim in. There we go.
Oh.
Nuke here. Now what he can do is oh my god. All right, here we go. The full-on battle's happening.
And the nuke might actually end up landing. We'll have to see about that. We actually have these Vikings doing a pretty darn good job.
I think he killed the ghost.
Yeah, he did. That's not fair. Okay, land the Vikings to die. There they go.
Yeah, that's step one, land Vikings and fight against Protoss. Step two, type in GG. There we are. Classic wins game number 1. Good job.
Yeah. Wow, that was a really quality game out of both these players. They both played fantastically. And it's something I absolutely expected out of Classic. Jockji, we have seen pure brilliance out of him. Not just strokes of brilliance, but like when he won GSL CodeA, brilliant player. He came back a couple times after that where he was really a top-tier player. Even when he wasn't playing in Korea as much, there were times where it's like, damn, Jockji's got it still, man. But here today, he looked like one of the stronger Terrans that we've seen.
He did. It also seemed that Classic has an incredibly deep understanding of late game Protoss versus Terran, showing us how to use, Tempests.
Yeah.
Showing us how to stay back and defend and just use the Adept. I think for what the Adept was actually designed to be used as, is occasionally the solo harassing unit. Just an overall great game.
Yeah. This has been a lot of fun already today. The first series was fantastic. All 5 games were great.
Yeah, and already game 1 here.
All 1 games here have been great.
Yeah. Map number 2 is going to be Dusk Towers. Let's see how they both open up and play. Jockji needs to start to turn this around. Classic in late game is looking unstoppable.
Yep.
All right.
To GSL.
Game number 2 is loaded up. Let's do this. Classic up against Jockji. Duking it out here in the GSL CodeA. In the upper right, in the blue, he is
SK텔레콤 T1 클래식.
Yay! And down in the bottom left in the red.
KT 로스터 짝지.
So Tasteless,
What's
I
up,
read
Artie?
something the other day that the average human at the end of their life has experienced 14 minutes of pure joy.
What?
Yeah.
That definitely had more pure joy than that.
Well, I guess you're just special, or maybe you.
Maybe I have a better life than most
Yeah,
people. I don't
maybe.
know.
Well,
Wait,
anyways,
where did you read that?
It
It sounds like
I'll
one of
have to
those
dig through my
things
history.
that can't be accurate, like when people say that like you only use 10% of your brain, which is also not true.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Well, I think it's a classification of like what maybe that euphoric moment that you have, like at the moment something happens. Like I think you're probably classifying different than what they did, right?
Yeah, maybe I'm categorically
So
seeing it differently.
maybe this is like the pure joy moment. But anyways, I was thinking about that, right? And this actually reminded me of it, that last game where he made the nuke. And I'm like, you know what? My 14 minutes of pure joy, 45 seconds of that is nukes landing.
It's always exciting
Just that,
when we see the
that
nukes
like
get
1
used.
second where I'm like, oh, yes.
Yes! Nuclear bombs. All right, Terran scouts in now. This is a map where we pretty much always see builds just like this, where a player will expand into the back of his base. Safe and easy.
Yeah. Okay, I have to actually back up and talk about the nuke just one more time.
Let's do it.
I think I know why he's trying to go for it. Like, there was a time where we were seeing nukes a little bit. In fact, Maro, the great Swedish nerd, was trying this for a little bit, where you would, like, just nuke in front of your defensive area to deal with things like Brood Lords or Ultras. I think it was one of these situations where it's like, okay, in these turtle positions that he was taking, when Protoss is actually committing to going under Liberators to throw a nuke down, to be like, okay, this is ultimate punishment. You know, that type of I think that's probably what it's for. It could have been also used, of course, for like harassment type situations.
Yeah, I was thinking with the Tempest there, you could just use it as a zoning tool.
Yeah, yeah.
To just force them back.
When
Because
they
all
actually
Terran has to
commit.
do there is actually take out the Nexus.
And
if you could scare them away, stim, on top of the Nexus, you can even cancel the nuke. It doesn't have to land, and then
Absolutely.
you run back out.
And let's not forget that if a nuke saves one, if it saves literally like one Liberator, it's already worth it. Nukes are cheap.
That's true. If Terran really had their act together as a race, they'd just be making nukes and get the technology to just fire them without ghost pointing them there. And I mean, you would just be fine. You could just turtle the whole game and just nuke the whole map. It'd be up to the other race to actually try to get in there and destroy you before, you know, the nuclear bombs become too big.
And the Adept's getting less attack, man. That's not likely to happen.
Yep. Oh, this is going to get intercepted.
Look at that. Oh.
The plays. Craig
That was good. That was really good. That was a fantastic plays, man. Like, God, I'm just...
Plays for days.
Plays for days.
I like how he's banking up Phoenixes.
Yeah, Phoenix play is pretty neat in this matchup. You know, especially if you grab a few, you can just run in and actually pick up something like a Cyclone if it is patrolling looking for, you know, the possible War Prism or the possible Oracle. Doesn't always necessarily expect for, you know, 3-4 Phoenixes to come in and wreck its day.
This technique isn't actually new, you know, pooling Phoenixes and then bringing them out all at once, but I'd say it's become much more a component in the meta now that Legacy of the Void's out and there's more opportunities to actually try to secure Phoenixes.
Yeah, and I would say if you're going to just go Phoenixes against Terran, you generally do want to pool them. Like, the only reason you would send one out is because you really need the scout, but it's like, well, why are you going Phoenixes if you really need scout?
Yeah.
Like, that sounds like you probably should have gone like Robo if you're that scared of what he's doing.
Stim is starting now, so we have at least some timer for when Terran will be able to freely roam on the map, since Terrans pretty much can't leave their base without Stim after a certain point in time. It's just unwise. Protoss will have way too many tools at their disposal to take out infantry.
You know, I wonder if we're going to see a very different composition coming up here, because he has all these Phoenixes. So, like, for instance, he doesn't need Blink Stalkers.
Sure.
Doesn't need them. He could be going into like Charge or like Adept Immortal, or I'm not really sure what he wants to do with it. But
I wouldn't mind Adept Immortal, actually. That could be pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool different things that he could do now that he has basically medevac drops covered with these Phoenixes until they die.
Okay, the Adepts and Phoenixes are coming down now.
This is neat. Okay. You can pick up problem units and let the Adepts kill the rest.
Is he going to do it, though? Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's going to poke in. Problem is that with this number of Marines, Marines kind of just beat Adept Phoenix if you get enough of them.
Well, I mean, not a lot of damage done yet. 3 SCVs, that's okay. He hasn't lost anything. Phoenixes, of course, will deal with this type of Liberator play that we've seen. We do have, of course, the Glaives coming up for the Adepts, getting 1-1 as well, adding a lot of gateways.
He might be going for a 3-base timing here. I think that... Now, I'm not sure if he'll be able to get in here and break the Terran. We'll see how he handles the Liberators. As you were saying, Artosis, he does have Phoenixes, which can directly address Liberators.
Yeah, they definitely can. Dear Liberator, get out.
So many gates here, man.
That is a lot of gateways.
It's a lot of gates, man.
Yeah, he's going to have 1-1. He's making an Immortal here as well, probably to help bust bunkers.
And the Templar Archives is coming.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's actually making a 4th base now.
Now, here's something that surprises me, is that Terran's going to try to drop even knowing Phoenixes are out. This can be a bit dangerous.
Yeah,
he might just end up losing the drop and not getting anything off with it.
I wonder if he'll keep that off to the side till he sees. Like, for instance, right now he sees this, drops are safe. It's not like he has 3 Phoenixes at home. Okay, and he's actually dropping. He's going to get the 4th. He's going to just snipe that right away. That's great.
This may trigger Protoss into doing an all-in after this. We'll see, though. He's not forced into it since Terran doesn't have more bases, but...
Yeah, definitely possible.
Too bad he didn't get that pylon there. All right, so he picks up and backs out.
Yeah, the Phoenixes are coming for him, and he's probably aware of that, so he should start dropping out. Oh, but he doesn't.
Okay, the Adepts are coming down as well. And he can even use the pickups if he wants.
That's a massacre.
All right. The Nexus has started again. So it looks like Classic's actually not going to do any kind of timing whatsoever. He just wants to go into the late game here.
Yeah, just a huge amount of gateways, maybe because he had so many Phoenixes. Like, he was very tech-heavy, and then he's like, okay, now I just need to have enough gates to spend my money, and then I won't die to anything right now. So, makes sense. We do have Psystorm on the way, Blink as well. Of course, he did not need that Blink early on. A lot of times you see Protoss grab it, but when you just need something that deals with medevac drops well. Like something that can punish Terran for using medevac drops on you.
Yeah, you want to make it so that the medevac drop is very much so a double-edged sword, where like it's no longer like, oh, that's good, you're putting pressure, you're being active. It's really, well, you're taking a risk here. You're gambling to some extent.
Yeah.
So Blink's on the way here. Protoss just filling out the remainder of the tech tree. Looks like we will have a drop coming here.
Missile turret is there. Deals a lot of damage to this Prism, but the Prism does get past, unfortunately for Jakji.
Yeah. Already, though, Jakji sending down some units to try to take out these 4 Adepts. I'm not sure if he's going to warp in more in the bottom left or not.
Yeah, it looks like he might have, or maybe he flew into a turret. I saw something blink down there. Not sure. Okay, looks like it did get cleaned up, so that's good for Jakji. But Classic does have 4 bases right now, and he's well ahead on upgrades. His 2-2 is about to finish.
Okay. Loading up. And it looks like he's going to head northbound here. Oh, my God. That is close. We'll see if he actually finds that. I think there's a high chance that... yeah, he just backs up. Phoenix is there for that exact purpose, to catch that. But
yeah,
these moments do happen in games where they're just close enough. Okay, hold up.
All right, well, splash damage, if you don't split, then those absolutely lose. And he didn't split too quickly, so it looks like the Liberator's fine there. Now, he does have some Widow Mines in here that really helps out against Adepts that try to come up.
Okay, the Stalkers are coming over here, but you can see the positioning, the SimCity of these structures. It's going to make it a lot tougher for Protoss to actually get in and optimize damage. I mean, this is a big funnel that his units are traveling through.
Does drop a couple more Widow Mines off here. Oh, target those High Templars, and that's good.
Oh, nicely done.
Okay, that helped a little bit with what happened there, but when he sieged up the Liberators there, the Phoenixes came back in immediately and killed them off. So, yeah, it was a tough situation when he committed to it. He put himself into a corner, and yeah, he was always going to lose every unit there.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it was worth it. It's 190 supply to 150 after that's all said and done. He's going to try to secure the 4th base. If Protoss can crack this, Protoss should ultimately win this game, because just denying Terran's 4th base, pretty huge.
Yeah, now.
Excuse me, another big factor I want to point out is that the fact that he lost a bunch of Liberators back there, those are kind of like siege tanks in a way, where if you lose a bunch, you can't just remake them all of a sudden. Or like losing a bunch of Immortals as well. All right, well, push has come to shove.
Yeah, and he actually pushes these Liberators forward and sieges them into Psystorms here. Backs up to this Planetary. The Planetary maybe is saving grace for this base. But
I think he's going to have to do another warping round here and then try to attack again. But he did break them. I mean, the Liberators are not there to help defend, so he can keep on warping in Adepts, making Immortals, the whole shebang.
This should be a pretty much...
I think it's GG here almost.
I think so. Like, I hate to call it, because I think Jakji played well overall, but there was a few mistakes here with Liberators. He lost them a little bit too liberally. And, well, now he really pays the price.
Now he's going to lose all these SCVs. It's going to be a massacre right here.
You got to be tighter than what Jakji was this game.
Okay. Oof. That's, well, he's separated this base now, so he can actually dive on top of this, this Planetary Fortress.
Okay, yeah, he unloads 8 supply of units there. That's not going to do it.
Yep, not all the SCVs in the world, man. No. Not all of them out there could repair that in time. And this is going to mean that there's no income anymore here. So I guess it's a matter of, yeah, there it is, GG. I was going to say it's a matter of him just accepting what happened in that game, reprogramming his thought patterns to be ready for Game 3. Classic, I love that he's playing so safe. Yeah. He's not the Protoss that's doing all-ins. He's just the Protoss that's going to get far enough along the line that he has every tool that he needs, every weapon that he wants, and ultimately he just smashes the Terran. Jakji visibly frustrated here.
Yeah, you know, he was a little bit more sloppy that game. You know, for instance, that big drop with the Liberators that he did, that was like, what, 4 Liberators and like 4 medevacs of units? Yeah. And he didn't really get anything done with that. Classic saw him coming and countered it and had the Phoenixes in position and stuff. And
Well, especially with Phoenixes out like that. I mean, anytime that you do any kind of drop where you're going to try to hold the ground, right? And we know that was what he wanted to do because he had Widow Mines there. He was sending Liberators. If Phoenixes are out, ultimately Protoss is going to clean that up and nothing gets back home. You can't make Liberators mass like in droves, okay? They're not Marines, for instance, or Zerglings or, you know, whatever, Zealots. So anytime you lose a Liberator, let's say he loses, I think he lost 3 in that drop.
3 or 4,
3 or 4? I mean,
I think it was 4, actually.
those were Liberators he was making for most of that game. Then you lose the ability to have Liberators attack and cover you. I mean, that's why I think normally when you see him used to harass, you never see 2 Liberators sent to one place. You only see 1.
Yeah, that is generally true. And, you know, if he hadn't... Because the thing is, like, that can be a super powerful move. It's just with the Phoenixes out, I think it might have been a poor judgment call. This is hard. This is shaky ground right here where I'm like pretty certain of it, but it's not like one of those times where I'm like, no, that was dumb. I'm like, I think that was a poor move. And if he had those units during that attack from Classic, no way he gets broken. No way.
Let's go into game number 3 now. Classic is crushing it. Can Joxy turn this around? In the upper right in the blue, he is.
SK텔레콤 T1 클래식.
Yeah. And in the upper left in the red.
KT 로스터 짝지.
Thanks for coming down, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show.
Oh, they're enjoying it.
The greatest show on
You
earth.
see that guy smile and laugh?
Yeah.
He loves it. This is the greatest day.
Of his life.
Possibly.
Possibly. It's got to be at least top 3. that much is for sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's going on?
Well, it looks like he's doing one of these proxies where you hope that you are going to be right, and you're always right 66% of the time.
I told this story a long time ago on the cast, but a famous Brood War match, all right? WCG Canada, okay? 2 players who were, I mean, regarded in the highest level. It was Smuffed against
Wasn't
Testy.
it actually a PGL qualifier?
I believe it was WCG.
Okay.
Smuffed against Testy, okay?
Yeah,
These guys, I mean...
Legends.
Smuffed ended up coming to Korea, being a successful professional gamer. I believe he's a successful poker player now. Testy turned out to be a great Han player, but I mean, it's mostly he's known for how good he was in Brood War. These 2 guys are facing off against each other, right? It's a 3-player map, and I think this is the first time in Brood War history this was actually used in a tournament. And Smuff did what I'll call is a coin flip build. He actually just picked one of the 2 possible other mains.
It was a 3-player map.
It was a 3-player map, so he picked one of the 2 other mains and just blindly made gates. And it turned out to be the right one.
Yeah, Tessie was so angry.
It was like, I mean, that's like the craziest thing I have ever
It was
even
so awesome.
heard. It's so, I mean, it's...
Because it's the most based thing anyone ever did in StarCraft 1.
It's crazy because, like, there's actually a degree of brilliance to it because...
well, I mean, he definitely won the match because Tessie's mind melted that happened.
Yeah, it doesn't even make any sense,
So you
right?
literally took 50% to be there. Because if he's at the other base, you lose.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can't make
And then
it.
even if you, like, there's a possibility you don't win with it, but you'll win with it almost all the time. So it's like probably like 48 or 49% to win or something. Like,
yeah, but I mean, the fact is that on a 3-player map, nobody checks for proxies in their main, especially not in the meta back then.
No, certainly.
And I'm not even talking about he like peaked with the probe, okay, before he made the gateways.
No,
he made it so that you literally would never have seen ever this worker come out. And therefore, the guy, I mean, obviously nobody's checking for that. And then the Zealots come out, and he gets inside the guy's worker line, and that's it. That was game. But this is sort of like a variation of that.
Higher percentage. Okay, he scouts it, and he sees it. It is a Widow Mine drop, and it is coming right now.
But
An
that's
Observer is already on the way. He's making a Stargate. He should be completely fine.
Yeah, only about 10-second alert there since when he found that. So he's coming back now.
Yeah, going towards the natural. This is actually going to work out much better for him.
Okay, now he wants to just have... Now he can go back to mining. He can resume this. The Observer's here. Takes out that Widow Mine. He has to do the same over here.
Jakji should be a little bit heartbroken right now that there's an Observer
salty.
out already.
Yeah.
A lot of times you see Twilight before Robo or Stargate and then a much later Robo. And so to have, you know, an Observer out this quickly, that has to be a little bit frustrating. This is, again, like kind of a percentage type of build where he's like, okay, most builds, you know, you're not going to have an Observer right now. And then it's going to be very awkward to deal with this.
Okay. Bad shape right now for Terran. Terran will have a very difficult time later on having a secured, safe third here. So Terran, for the time being, is just going to try to go the route of aggression. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Really,
he has a
really
Liberator
neat.
set up back there.
All right, well,
so that he can't actually run back home. So Terran's basically doing a one-base pressure build right now.
Phoenix comes out, though, and this is within pylon range, so... Oh, he just barely ends up saving it. Wouldn't be surprised if the Phoenix finds a way to kill him anyways.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like we were saying, man, if you attack with an Adept, or not an Adept, excuse me, a Liberator, there's a high chance that you don't get back home after that attack is done, and that's what we're seeing right here. This bunker is not going to finish in time, I don't believe.
Oh.
It's funny, it's like sometimes there's just not quite enough attacking on the ground to clear
single Marine there. Oh, man, just nothing going right in this game for Jakji.
Unfortunately not, yeah.
He really tried hard to do a technical, like, kind of all-in play here and got really no damage.
See, the problem is that since Protoss is going for Phoenixes here, A, any air units that come down here can get assassinated pretty easily, and then B, you can't get your structures back home.
No, there's
Protoss
so
will
much,
actually shoot that down. So
much bad and wrong with this.
Yeah, so there's really no way after you do this rush and they found it to recuperate effectively if the Protoss is playing at 100%.
Yeah, Classic will kill him this game.
I cannot imagine a game where Terran recovers from this.
I mean, the Terran would have to be quite a bit better than the Protoss, and there isn't a Terran that's quite a bit better than Classic. So.
Oh my God, this is kind of a sad way to see Jakji go. I don't blame him for doing the proxy, unfortunately. You know, these the coin flip proxies like this are not that uncommon. Although the version we see now is usually on a 4-player map. You proxy in one of the locations where they're likely to, you have a 2 out of 3 chance of being close to them.
That's been kind of common. We've seen that like several times recently.
Yeah, all the way back in Wings even.
Yeah, and you know, Classic being able to find that, and the fact that he just happened to choose a tech route that is perfectly suited for killing this.
Well, also, I mean,
really
Adept
great.
Phoenix is not like an uncommon tech either.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's totally fine. Now he's going to move in, and I mean, there's the factory and Starport were across the map, so it's not like he has anything that can hold this.
Yeah, Stim's not even done, and there's no medevacs with this.
This has nothing to do about Adept attack damage.
Yeah, no, this is just.
This could be Stalkers. It's like could be half as many Stalkers, just to make that clear.
GG, there we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really nice series. This last game not working out for Jakji, but especially game 1, Jakji's showing that he is in good form right now. He's definitely a Terran that we should be watching this year. But unfortunately, he won't be going to CodeA.
Unfortunately, no. Classic, though, really showing us how to understand Protoss in a safe, you know, calculated manner. I like it.
Yeah.
I am going to step away and let Sojung, the translator Bonjua, come over here and tell us how Classic is feeling.
All right. Sojung.
Hello.
How's it going?
Artosis, fine.
That's good.
That was a fast sweep.
Yeah, that
Classic,
was really fast. I mean, this is a guy that absolutely can win an individual league this year, so I'm not surprised to see him 3-0.
Also, he's Protoss. So.
Oh. All right. Well,
Right.
excited to see what he's going to say. I hope that he's going to try hard to show good games for his fans.
Can you not ruin it? I'm going to say it anyways. Let's go ahead.
우선 오늘 약간 걱정을 많이
First,
하고
I was kind of worried a lot,
생각보다 잘 풀려서
but it worked out well,
Okay,
better than
올라가게
expected,
돼서
and advanced to
오늘
CodeA.
반응
I feel
속도가 거의
relieved.
마지막 경기에서는 매서웠거든요.
His reaction speed was really amazing for the last set.
최근에 연습 열심히 하고
Well,
있고
recently I've been practicing a lot, and it's Pro League's gonna start soon,
중이기 때문에
and the individual league is going on. I'm trying very hard,
그래도 프로토스 너프가 된다 해서
and I heard Protoss is gonna be nerfed, so I'm trying harder.
오늘 이제 플레이를 봤을 땐 그 준비했었던
Well, after watching his play, the Dev War Prism didn't really play much, didn't influence his plays.
다른 프로토스들과는 다르게 그렇게 동요하지
But other than different from other Protoss, this didn't really affect him,
이제 연결제 지으면서 후반
and he just went for the next Nexus, had other plans up his sleeve.
프로토스가 테란과 장기전을 가더라도 문제가 없다고 보나요? 아니면
Asking if he has any problems going into the late part of the game versus Terran for Protoss.
지금은
For now,
프로토스가 약간 유리하기도 하고
I think Protoss is on the good side for now,
프로토스 중에서는 잘하는 선수이기 때문에
and I am one of the good Protosses, I think.
이렇게 운영으로
So even if
성공한 것 같아요.
the Adept War Prism doesn't work, I have other stuff. JRP mentioning the Sim City with the pylon.
개념 자체는 알 수 있는데 한 가지 궁금한 게 테란의 모든 찌르기를 그냥 사도로 수정탑 없이 막아줄 수가 있는
Asking
건가요?
if he can defend with only Adept.
네, 일단 본진
the
찌르기를
harassers
예상했기 때문에
are harassing from
게이트도
Terran.
바로 늘려주고
Well, I had stuff
이제
going on in my
게이트에서
first base.
사도도 계속 증폭 써가지고 계속
I
뽑았거든요. 그래서
kept having more
찌르기
Adepts
와도 막을 수 있다라고
produced from the
생각하고
gateway,
있었어요.
so I knew I could defend it.
그리고 이제 보면 이제 그 앞으로 다가오고 있는 그 패치, 이 패치가 결국
Mentioning the
프로토스
patch,
선수들에게 정말 큰 영향을 줄
It's
것
gonna
같은데
influence the
패치
players a
자체에 대해서
lot.
좀 어떻게 생각을 하고
Let's see what
그
Classic
패치가
thinks
이루어진 이후에
about it.
좀 김도우 선수가 생각해봤을 때 좀 앞으로의 판세는 또 어떻게
And
될까요?
also what's going to happen after the patch.
테란전이 좋았는데 이제는
Well, PVT was good for Protoss,
같지는
but now
않고
I don't think it's
테란이 굉장히
100% good.
오히려 약간 유리한 것 같아요.
or I think it's better for Terrans now.
그리고 태프전은 원래 토스가
But for
괜찮아서
PVT, Protoss was okay, doing okay, so I wasn't thinking of anything but, you know,
방송이 너프가
PVZ,
돼서
it's been nerfed.
개인적으로 푸전은 5대5라고 생각하고 있었는데
So I was thinking before the patch it was half and half,
힘들어질 것 같아요.
but now it's going to be hard for Protoss. I practiced, and PVZ was a bit hard for me to handle.
약간 좀 어려움이 좀 있을 것 같다는 말씀을 해주셨습니다. 그래도 또 많은 팬분들이 김도우 선수 응원해 주고
Still, a lot of
있거든요.
fans
이번
are
시즌
supporting for
각오한 말씀
Classic.
들어보겠습니다.
Let's see what he's got to say for the rest of the season.
코데스 올라가게 돼서 좋고
Well, I'm happy that I made it to CodeS.
코데스가 목표가 아니고 이제 저는
CodeS wasn't my goal.
결승이
Maybe
목표이기
semifinals,
때문에 더 열심히 해서 앞으로
Finals is my goal. I'll try to show you better games. Thank you.
진출 축하드리고요.
Thank God.
해주시기
I was
바랍니다.
worried that he wouldn't be trying to show us better games, but he is.
예, 반갑습니다.
Hi.
이상한 거죠? 반갑습니다라고.
Okay, so great job, Sojung. We're going to go ahead and jump to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, the third and last best of 5 for today.
In the past, I've been a fool. It's the truth I've lived through. All I know is I must keep you by my side, keep you by my side. If it rains, then let it rain. If it hurts, I'll share the pain. All I know is I must keep you by my side, keep you by my side. I always wanted to belong. I always wanted to belong. Will you stay with me tonight? 'Cause I'm tired of saying goodbye. You're the truth I can't deny. And I'll never let you go.
It's yours. It's Mr. V. It's yours. Yeah, and right now we want to try to move back.
언제나 있는 그대로의 맑고 깨끗함을 지켜가라고. 겨울을 잊은 강물이 내게 말했다. 맑고 깨끗한 칠성 사이다.
곰돌이가 춤을 추니까 웃기죠? 이상해 보이나 봐요. 세상에 이상한 게 어딨어? 씨름하다 춤춘다 했을 때 모두 무모하다 했어요. 거리에서 춤춘다 했을 때 역시 무모하다 했고 100kg 넘는 곰돌이가 이렇게 날렵해질 줄은 4년간 거리로 출석하는 팬들이 생길 줄은 저도 몰랐으니까요. 모르지만 가는 거예요. 근데 그 무모한 만큼 막 열정이 생기거든요. 전 그게 너무 좋아요. 아, 내가 살아있구나. 그런 희열감? 이 무모함으로 지금의 BJ의 춤추는 곰들이 됐습니다. 무모하다? 그건 다른 말로 살아있다.
안녕하세요. 달이 빛나는 밤의 문규리입니다. 오늘은 제가 패닉 앳 더 디스코의 5집에 수록된 노래를 들고 왔는데요. 이 앨범 원년 멤버 중에 유일하게 남은 브랜든이 결혼 직전에 녹음한 앨범입니다. 사실 브랜든이 혼자서 노래 가사부터 또 기타, 브라스, 리듬 등 많은 부분을 통제했기 때문에 그 당시에도 브랜든의 솔로 액트로 봐야 하느냐, 패닉 앳 더 디스코의 5집으로 봐야 하느냐 이야기가 분분했던 앨범입니다. 오늘 들으실 노래는 골든 데이즈라는 노래인데요. 이 골든 데이즈를 간절하게 외치는 브랜든의 코러스를 한번 집중해 보시기 바랍니다. 우리나라도 요즘 응답하라 1988처럼 어떤 향수를 불러일으키는 드라마가 인기죠. 이 노래도 가만히 듣다 보면 그런 향수를 느끼게 되는 노래인데요. 함께 감상해 보시죠. 골든 데이즈.
I found a pile of Polaroids in the crates of a record shop. They were sexy, sexy looking back from a night that time forgot. Boy, you were something debonair in 1979. And she had Farrah Fawcett hair, carafes of blood red wine. Don't you wonder when the light begins to fade and the clock just makes the colors turn to gray? Forever younger, growing older, just the same. All the memories that we make will never change. We'll stay drunk, we'll stay down, let the love remain. And I swear that I'll always paint you golden days, golden days, golden days, golden days. I bet they met some diplomats on Bianca Jagger's new yacht with the caviar and desert cars. The air was sauna hot. I bet they never even thought about the glitter dancing on the skin. The decades might have washed it out as the flashes popped like pins. In the summertime, in the summertime. Oh, don't you wonder when the light begins to fade and the clock just makes the colors turn to gray? Forever younger, growing older, just the same. All the memories that we make will never change. We'll stay drunk, we'll stay down. GSL.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is our final best of 5. We've been speeding along here today. This might be one of our shorter GSL days, unfortunately.
Could be. It's been a great day, though. The first best of 5 was absolutely a fantastic ZVZ series. The second best of 5 was actually still quite good, especially game 1. That's a must-watch.
Well, it was definitely a learning experience to see late game PvT finally.
Yeah, it was really great. The next 2 got more and more classic favored, but it was still, especially that first game was great. I'm really happy to see Jakji's form. And now into our last match of the day. It's going to be Ragnarok against Super, and this is going to be a cool match. Ragnarok, he's having a resurgence in skill for sure.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's the guy that I think most people don't immediately think about when you think about a pro gamer.
Yeah.
He's a bit overshadowed, and I'd say the same is true for Super, but I think between these two players, they're both pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I think they are probably pretty close right now. I'm not exactly sure who's going to be favored here, but Ragnarok has had some great results recently. He's beaten great players like he's the one who knocked out Innovation, isn't he, in the SSL?
Yeah.
And beat Life in a qualifier, I saw. He's playing better and better. And he's always been a smart, good Zerg, like back when he was on TSL and stuff.
Did he win that tournament we casted in Hong Kong a few years back?
I believe he did.
We've casted too much.
We haven't casted enough.
But you know what I'm talking about. We've casted so many games, man. Sometimes it's like a big blur of like who won what.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways, these are going to be our maps for the final best of 5. And if you just noticed, what was that team that Super was on?
The Freaks.
The Freaks, man. That's right. Africa has gotten its own pro team.
Yeah. Africa is just saving esports.
That's right. All over the place.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. We'll see Africa representation. In case you guys were wondering, I'll answer this right here, right now. Yes, Artosis and me are the coaches of that team, and they will be using our strategies. If they win within our strategies. If not, then they didn't listen to our great mentoring abilities. In the bottom right, in the blue.
CJ 엔트스 라그나로크.
Oh, Ragnarok. Cha-cha-cha.
You're a nerd. He did the cha-cha-cha thing with his hands, too, when he did that.
I did. That's true. They don't get the full effect. We got to fill in the rest.
아프리카 프릭스 슈퍼.
No cha-cha-cha for you. Guys, welcome to the studio. Thanks for coming down. What a lovely day this is. It's Friday.
Friday.
You know what that means, Artosis.
The next day is Saturday.
We got to go to TGIF tonight, man. What a depressing restaurant.
But it's talking about it's good.
Well,
you and I actually go there a lot.
Well, that's because we're in Korea. There's not a lot of good Western food places out here. You don't have to defend it.
Well, I mean...
Oh, we got a signed copy of StarCraft 2.
Oh,
Taste was changing subjects quickly.
Quite a few lings, by the way. This is a very, very fast spawning pool. And, of course, we do have him chrono boosting out a Zealot right away here.
Remember, Zerg can get that gold base pretty easily, since Zerg is always expanding ahead of Terran and Protoss, usually if they're playing correctly. That's a general rule of thumb. And by securing that gold base right away, I mean, it makes it pretty tough for Protosses. I don't know a lot of Protosses who say, I love playing on the maps with the gold bases.
No, certainly not. But, you know, he did the bans how he did them, so I guess this is what he has to live with. Zealot being chrono boosted out. He's not
he said he has to live with it.
Yeah. This is his reality.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's actually going to try to hold this Nexus. That's why he's pulled these probes down. That's why he's building this pylon. He's making it so that there's less surface area to flank when he runs back.
Lings are running up. Actually, fantastic control so far here from our Protoss player.
Very good micro. He's starting to lose a little bit of probage here.
Probage?
But it's definitely worth several probes to lose this Nexus. This was a very good hold. Well, I guess it's not 100% over yet, but an Adept is about to pop out, and then those Lings are goners. Run!
Get out of there!
But yeah, that was a really solid defense there by Super. He kept his cool, microed well, held on. But we do have a gold base for Ragnarok, so he isn't necessarily out of the woods yet. We have to see what Ragnarok wants to follow up with here. Does he just go into a Macaroon because he has a gold base?
What did you say? Does he just go into a what?
A Macaroon.
Oh, okay. I think you said a Macaroon.
Does he go into a Macaroon?
Macaroon, yeah.
That's when Tasis wakes up and realizes that he fell asleep on the day with 5 best of 5s.
It was too much.
I was dreaming it was last week when I didn't have that many days of work.
Well, whatever Protoss is going to do, he needs to do it pretty quickly because Zerg is already taking another gold base.
I like that. You got to take some risks when your initial risks didn't pay off. You got to take more risks.
It is true, man. I mean, if you take a risk and it doesn't work off, usually the next risk has to be even dicier.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds weird when I say it, but it is true in StarCraft.
It is.
You know, let's say you make a bunch of Lings in the hopes that you'll get more ahead and you don't. Well, then you better do something even more dramatic or a standard playing Protoss is just going to win the game.
Yeah, now look at this. He's made a lot of Zerglings knowing that this is coming. But this is not all of them. This is a very small amount. He can't even do that right now. Okay, there we go. Now as these other ones come out, now he can start to do this engagement. But yeah, this was some smart, good play. Like what we were talking about before, you just have to blindly counter or Adept attacks that you know are coming as Zerg. You have to blindly counter them. Well, I mean, I guess he had an Overlord there, so he knew anyways, but it was very obvious that we were going to see an Adept pressure at the minimum, and he had enough Lings for it, so he hasn't really taken damage, and he's going to get that next cold base up.
Look at that giant pylon in the background. There's a giant pylon in the back of this map.
That's the real Artosis pylon.
That's
right
the Artosis pylon right back there.
Oh, man.
Jesus, I think that's powering the entire floating level, man. You blow that up, and this map falls down into whatever.
Well, you should just rush to Mutas and get that.
Yeah, he should. Pylon is like bigger than destructible rocks on some map. I mean, that's crazy.
Bet you gives it a lot of supply. Imagine putting photon overcharge on that thing.
Oh yeah, man.
That would be like the laser drill, like in Heartless Swarm or something. You put it on that. You put that photon overcharge on that pylon. It kills Kerrigan. It's like she's like, oh, it hurts, and Rainer's like, no, Zeratul, stop, bitch, I love her, and he runs over and he's and he dies too. And then they both die and go to hell for all the evil things that they've done.
Yeah.
And Tychus is sitting there waiting. He's like, hell, it's about time.
And then his mask closes with his cigar in his face, and he's going, oh, as the cigar drops down into his neck on his spacesuit, his hands whacking on his helmet mask. There's nothing he can do to get that out.
That's his boulder. Yeah, we should actually write the single player for StarCraft from now on.
No, man, if they're watching, give us a call. We'd be happy to take over. So, +1 coming here. Zerg on 2 gold bases. I believe it would be in the Zerg's best interest to do a timing attack here as this expansion finishes and try to wipe it out. He should just be able to out-muscle him.
Look at this spreading of the pylons. He's made quite a front of pylons here to try to take this out. Oh my god, he's actually already sending the queens. Ragnarok is going super all in here. You got to respect some of the moves this kid is pulling off, like the Nidus's against Innovation into like what we're watching here, which is walking across the map with 6 slow queens, making Ravagers, masslings behind this. This is pretty awesome. He has like 2.5 times the supply of army than Super. Oh, that sentence was just awful.
All right.
Guys, I'm new to English. This is my second language.
Okay, he's coming up now. The Lings have already spilled in here past the pylons.
Oh my god, this is a lot of damage incoming right now. And, well, those Ravagers just ravaging these pylons.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty ABC, man. He's definitely going to get this gold base, and I don't think there's any way that Protoss can win this game now.
ABC, I mean, that's your way out of here, Super.
That's it. GG. Okay, straightforward. Gold minerals are worth a lot.
That was a good attack.
Take all your money out of the bank and invest it in gold minerals. It never depreciates in value.
Yeah, well, until it mines out, and you're like, oh no, mined out even quicker than normal.
All right, let's go into game number 2. I mean, I think Ragnarok utilized the map effectively back there, and Super did not have a strong answer to it.
Yeah, that was... I mean, Ragnarok did well, like, to start off with such an early pool and doing not too much damage. Like, he made him miss some mining time. He made him chrono boost out some Zealots and stuff. Yep. Killed 3 probes. Like, all that's pretty valuable stuff that he did, but it definitely didn't go like he wanted. He wanted definitely more damage than that. And to just take multiple gold bases, like, he made his links at the right time against the Zealot Adept pressure, which was super important. And, I mean, it was just solid play here from Ragnarok.
Dusk Towers is going to be the map here for game number 2. Let's see how Super plays this time around. Ragnarok right now with a 1-0 lead.
Welcome to GSL. See the change, tell me what you should the king. It's cash, blood, and oil in the age of the refugee. They're trying to buy our minds, we ain't selling. Bang, 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 and then never gonna come back. Cut the strings, fill your hearts.
The epic song there for our intro.
Yeah.
In the upper right in the blue, he is
CJ 엔트스 라그나로크.
and in the bottom left in the red.
아프리카 프릭스 슈퍼.
Super duper.
Thanks, Nick.
Hey guys,
Killer analysis.
this is my job. I'm a caster.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Well, just the Nexus first with a probe scout, so he's just a little bit wary of early pools now.
Somebody tweeted at me. I don't think he was. I was looking at my Twitter account while this was getting translated. Hey guys, thanks for coming down. Thumbs up. It's a good day today. It's actually a beautiful day. StarCraft, and it's Friday.
And it's actually not that cold.
Yeah.
Like it was bitter cold, but the last 3-4 days here have not been bad at all.
It is not so cold that all I can do is think about how much my face hurts when I'm outside.
Yeah.
So that's good. Hope you guys are having a lovely Friday.
Everyone that is watching this is, by definition, having a lovely Friday.
That's true. The real losers are the ones that are not watching. So I was checking my Twitter account. Nice deny. And somebody tweeted me this picture, and it's
what's the picture?
It's Trump-anius.
Trump-anius.
Yeah, it's someone
like
photoshopped Trump's face, or Nathanias' face on Donald Trump's head. And it says he's good. You need to build more walls. Darren. I enjoyed that.
That sounds pretty funny.
Some good memery right there.
Yeah.
Crazy that guy's running for president. He used to just be a Hearthstone streamer, but. All right, so the Cybernetics core is coming down now.
Yeah, couple gates, so it looks like we should have some adept pressure coming out.
And this is pretty common.
The double hole. The Zerglings won't know which way to run in.
Oh, Artosis. I wouldn't have even pointed that out, but yeah, that's very true. That's like not even a wall right there.
Yeah. You can make it a wall if he wants. He puts more buildings there, of course. Could put a couple pylons behind and then dark shrines in front. Bam, you got a sick-looking wall right there.
Yeah, that's true.
As symmetric as you can get. Double dark shrine wall.
He'll be the only pro gamer to make 2 dark shrines in one game.
I still want there to be a game where I like spell my name in dark shrines and like unpower them all. Just like use a prism to make them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be so awesome. The amount of money that you would have to waste on that.
You'd have to have a couple gold bases to be able to afford that.
Yeah.
So the Adepts are going to shade in here. And, yep, he's going to get right over here.
Yeah. And,
using the surface area here between the minerals.
Yeah,
but no, he's
nice.
not targeting drones. Excuse me, now he is. But initially he was targeting lings.
Yeah.
I think in the hopes that he would not... he could take out the lings and then do full-on damage onto the drones. But
well, as long as the lings are single file trying to hurt you there, you may as well just kill them off.
Yeah, you can hold that off for days.
Yeah. We do have a Forge on the way. Phoenix as well. Going to go ahead and clean out this Overlord. He sees it immediately, so has a very good idea of what's going on. This Overlord does not care at all.
Yeah, man, look at that. He's like that. He's like, doesn't hurt me. Doesn't hurt me. I don't feel any pain. And guess what? You are dead.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like that guy that
was like a Gandhi
one of these
Overlord.
guys who like, it's like freezing outside and they're like wearing just a sweatshirt and they're like, it's not that cold. I'm not cold. And I'm like, no, it's actually cold and you are stupid.
Yeah. I'm from name place that gets cold.
Yeah, that's what people do. Well, it's not cold here. I'm from this place, and then that person gets sick later on because they were standing outside in the winter in a T-shirt.
It's cold, man.
That's the other one. Another one people are saying, I can drink a lot. I'm from, and then you insert the country here.
Yeah, it could be like any country.
It's like any country. I'm like, oh, so they serve alcohol in your country. That's pretty cool. You have friends there that like to drink. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, all right. So we got more Phoenixes coming out. Doing a good job here just cleaning up these Overlords. The Roach Warren is close to finishing, and it looks like Protoss is going to hinge on Adept Aggression. You see that attack upgrade coming down now.
We do have the Roach Warren popping out here pretty quickly. We'll see if he wants to do one of these attacks that we sometimes see with, Roach Ravager, Ling, something like that. Some pressure onto that third base. Oh, and Nidus immediately going up.
I don't know how many more times Ragnarok can do this in tournaments, but I guess why not? Problem is,
Nidus isn't as cheesy as it used to be. You know, it's not based on them not finding it. They can find it and it can still work. I believe he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, he turned around so quickly. There is a possibility he did not touch that with his mouse.
That's true.
That is an absolute possibility, and the size of it, he could think it's like a Hydralisk den. That's possible. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. We don't know for sure if he actually clicked on it.
By the way, if this Overseer doesn't get over there, he can't make this inside the base. It looks like it's not going to go contested, though.
Oh, it's going to get over there, Tasteless. They don't call it an Overseer for nothing.
And here it is. The rush has started. The Roaches are loading up.
Oh, boy. There's a lot of Queens going to pop out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he didn't click on it. I think he thought that this was a Hydralisk den, perhaps. Oh, boy. He's in so much trouble.
All right, here we go. Picking up as many Queens as he possibly can, but transfuses are already going to... What?
Wow, he actually gets it. But you know what? We have actually a large amount of Roaches out here as well.
Yeah.
You can always throw down another one. No, he has no gas. Never mind.
No, he is throwing down one just at the bottom here.
Yeah.
I was positive that he was not going to be able to kill that off.
I did not think that was going to go well.
And now he doesn't have any Queens to heal that.
Yeah.
So this was actually a train wreck of a strategy.
He killed 17 probes. I would not say that this was enough damage. I don't think so, right? Because right now, 58 against 45 probes. Really good tech options right now for Super. Getting good upgrades as well. Look, he's just making another one.
Okay,
yeah. I'm like, is this real?
You see how much damage? It was like in a quarter of a second.
Is this reality or is this just a dream? Like,
oh man,
it's neither because there's no Terrans in this game.
I like what you did there. That was good. Okay, well that was pretty hilarious. All right, whatever. Not much to analyze there. On to game 3. If you don't get the transfuses down, the strategy does not work.
Certainly not. Okay.
Yeah.
It was cool that he picked up a bunch of Queens there to kind of help, like deny a bunch of transfuses and whatnot.
The idea was good. The execution was not. Really nice play, though, by Super using those Phoenixes to pick up the Queens.
Yeah.
He did get the ones that had the energy for the transfuse, so... I mean, the strategy is as simple as that. If you interrupt the Nidus rush, second time it's less than a 50% chance it's going to be as effective. You know, you have to have the exact number of Queens to come out to where transfuse can be indefinite during that attack. At least for the Nidus' sake.
But you know what? So far, the way Ragnarok is playing recently, I feel like we're going to get to the GSL finals, and then a Nidus is going to open on stage, and Ragnarok's